Hello, peoples. Singing for a little bit of cheer in a hat that doesn't fit. It's like my eyebrows are sort of like wedged upwards. Trying to clean the spectacles because they just won't clean. Woo! And I forgot to look up a joke. Bear with me a minute. Yeah, right. Got one. What did you call an old snowman? Water. Water. No. There you go. Right. Friday the 6th of December. The UK is locking itself down for Storm Dara to come in. That's spelled D-A-R-R-A-G-H. I think it might be an Irish name. Dara. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong by making a very, very broad assumption there. But yes, down here in the depths of Cornwall, we've been told to expect, at the moment, sort of 40-mile-an-hour winds with 60-mile-an-hour gusts, and then by sort of 3-4 o'clock in the morning, that's going up to like 75-mile-an-hour gusts, and it's going to stay at that kind of level right through until Sunday morning, pretty much, and still not be great on Sunday, which is kind of putting a little bit of a spanner in the works for our trip up to Slough. And it's not that we're bothered about travelling in that kind of weather, because it's been windy in the UK before. But bearing in mind the fact that Wales is under a red alert, and they used the government's emergency service today to remind everybody that they're under a red alert, you do think maybe travelling's not such a good idea. And then you think, we've got fences and garden sheds that are probably all in need of a little bit of attention. And the kind of attention that we don't want is the attention they'll get if they land in the middle of the main road outside. So do we stay home to keep an eye on the place? Well, I think I'm going to work on the theory that if it isn't blown down or blown away by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, then it's not going to. So have to see how we get on. But we've got to make a decision sort of around about between sort of 9 and 10. Because we have to get the dogs to the kennels by 11 if we are going away. And if we're not, well, it's too late anyway. The kennels won't give us the money back, and neither will the hotel. But, you know, it's better to lose some money than to lose a life or have thousands of pounds worth of damage to sort out in the garden, or, you know, heaven forbid that one of our fence posts ends up in a car outside. So we will have to see how that goes and see what we do tomorrow. I've been doing everything tonight as if we were going, so I've got a bag packed, I've done the washing up, I've got an idea what I'm doing with the stitchy stuff and all that. But yeah, a bit, I figured there was something wrong. Yeah, you're more there, that's better. You don't want to see that side of the room. You've got the... By the way, do you like my really lovely cushion? We got it from Home Sense. Look at it. And look at its sparkle. It's got sparkly beads all over it. It's a decent size, and it's still cuddleable. So, yeah. And I forgot to say to particularly our Austrian and the Alpine friends, you know, like Isabel Argante in Argante, I can't ever remember how you pronounce your surname, Isabel, of the Primitive Hair. Merry Krampusnacht for last night. Need to go and see that one, yeah? Got to go. Yes. So there you go, Mr. Krampus. So, where are we today? Done the joke. Of course, it is mince pie season. So, I think you Brits, fast forward a minute or so, because you'll have seen this. But, you know, was it last year or the year before, we did that whole mince pie demonstration, tasting and testing thing. Here is what the mince pies are like in Aldi's at the moment. So it's no wonder I look like a Christmas pudding most of the year round when they have so many delights. We've got 3 boxes of mince pies in the cupboard. One is puff pastry, one is royal iced, and one is a standard. Mainly for if we have any visitors coming round. If you recall, we talked yesterday about having spun Chadmila Failte and then Alluring Sorceress for 2 days. I still can't believe I got the same one 2 days running. So this is what Chadmila Failte looked like earlier in the week after I had stitched on it. I think it got called first, didn't it, on the 1st of December. Hadn't done very much on it at all really, but I've now increased it to this, so it's come in a bit closer. So stitch from about here upwards to there, putting a whole 105 stitches. There's a good reason for that. Number one, I work full-time hours. Number two, I've got dogs to walk. Number three, I'm absolutely shattered. I just went upstairs to brush my hair and sort the face out a bit, ready for filming. Sat on the bed and I didn't want to get up. I just wanted to go back to sleep. I'm so tired because what I didn't say last night, because I didn't know about it when I was filming, after I had finished filming last night at a reasonable time, while I was waiting for the video to download from, like, no, not download, but upload to the cloud, I was trying to sort my laptop out, and it took me nearly an hour to sort the laptop out because it didn't want to talk to the internet. I knew the internet was working fine because my phone was working absolutely fine and the network for the TV was working absolutely fine, but my laptop wouldn't talk to it. And after having messed about for nearly an hour and restarted it twice, on the second restart it started working again. Quite frustrating, I've got to say. I hope it doesn't do it tonight, but that's why we're cracking on now and getting this filmed. So, oh, hang on. Right. The advent calendars. The advent calendars. What have I got? Everything on my list. Yeah, right. So, this one is from the Stitchy Ferret calendar. Advent 6. Cute little reindeer on it. Let us see what we have got. We have red and white striped paper. That's what we've got. I think I'm going to give this one to Brom. I'm not going to reach for my glasses. It's a needle minder. Mr. B, you're going to want this one. Check this out. Excuse the glare. We got a little rubber ducky. We got a rubber ducky. I wish he was here to do his Donald Duck impersonation, but do it like he does. But yeah, there you go. How cute! Another ducky! Another ducky! Right, then we have from, this is quite funny actually, from Corrie's little shop. And I did check, I went through the rest of the box because it's like, is that a 6 or is that a 9? But when I found the other one that could have been a 6 or a 9, she'd actually put a line underneath it to show that it was a 9. So I'm assuming, therefore, that this one is a 6. Feels like a spool of thread. I wonder if it might be another Orifil or something else. What I am going to guess is that there'll be some blue tissue paper. Ta-da! Oh no, it's over. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Oh, is it? Yes, it's some more Orifil. I'll put these dirty glasses back on again now. See if it says anything special on it. It's like a pearl. It's not a stranded cotton, it's like a pearl. It's actually, oh, it's Italian. It's an Italian one. 1 LT, 18 yards, cotton. Yeah, but it's on a wooden spool. Look at that. Actually on a wooden spool. Sorry about the cack-handed way I'm holding that, but yeah, I'm trying to hide my face. Yeah, that's really sweet actually. And yeah, sustainable. I mean, I don't know how many trees you'd have to cut down to make however many, or how many you get from one tree, but that I would reuse afterwards. Plastic ones you just throw away, don't you? But that's like, oh, I can turn that into a Christmas decoration. Or just send it to Dr. Christie's Corner. Moving on. This is from the Historical Sampler Co. Number 6. I think I might know what this is actually, because somebody else opened one today. Oh yes, there we go, I'm right. It's a pair of scissors. Pair of snippy scissors. Who was I watching? Was it, let me have a look at my list. I think it might have been Small Town Stitches, or it could have been Off the Grid, or it could have been Be More Crafty or somebody else. But yeah, I can't remember who it was now, but they brought their scissors out. It's made a point of how sharp they are and how one point is sharper than the other. Yay, more scissors. I don't have a red pair actually. I have an interesting purple pair that when I bought them I thought were lovely, but all that purple is wearing off. Look at that, can you see? My hands get covered in that paint. Not impressed. Not impressed. I have some electroplated ones, I think they are, I think that's what it's called, and they make them go rainbow. They're stalks, they are upstairs. The colour doesn't come off of those. I'll have a pair of black stalks because yeah, I need to put a scissor fob on those. But yeah, I've got some nice red. Yes, of course, Liv, do you want some red scissors? If you're watching, you can have them if you want. They're red. And I think they're decent dipped paint rather than this, which is just, it's not a, it's like a coating rather than a paint. Anyway, paint is a coating. What am I talking about? I'm waffling. I'm being stupid. So I've already alluded to it, but who have I been watching? I decided I was going to watch four different ones tonight. Obviously been watching the Coven girlies with theirs, and I forgot to mention Crafty Emily last night. I even did a little clip to drop in, forgot to do that. But yeah, been watching Crafty Emily every day, religiously. Bless her, she was rather cold, so I sent her a blanket and some booties to heat up. So you are most welcome, Emily, most welcome. Can't have you freezing your little tootsies off in your words conservatory. Weather is not good. And you can't get cold, and if you've got a cold you'd end up missing out on a floss tube. And so in the spirit of Christmas cheer, I sent her some warming supplies. Because, you know, I tell you what it felt like. It felt like being a sponsor at the Hunger Games, if I'm honest. You know, helicopter it in on a little chiming parachute. I hope you guys find that thought funny. But I'd completely forgotten that Beth of Being More Creative would be doing some. So I mentioned her last night, but I actually got around to watching one tonight. I've also watched the Runner Stitcher, Small Town Stitches, who I've just mentioned, and the Off the Grid Needle Arts, which I believe, is that Carrie or Caroline from Evertotes? Is it Carrie from Roxy Floss and Caroline from Evertotes? Or is it the other way around? I don't know, but I've never watched them before, and I missed who. Because I've not been anywhere where they are. Yeah, I have learning to do. Been around a few years and I have learning to do. And everybody's doing the Modern Folk Embroidery Evertotes Roxy Floss Code advent, and it looks so much fun. And do I do it next year? I don't know. Maybe. Is there anything else I need to say? So, until tomorrow, you're not going to know whether or not we went to Slough. So fingers crossed that we can go. At the moment, it is windy, but I can't hear it in my living room. So, and I know it's not raining, but that might all change within the next 12 hours. Because it's 10:10 now. So if I'm sat on this sofa when you next see me, you'll know we didn't go. Otherwise, we'll be filming in a hotel room. I better pack some hats, hadn't I? And on that note, see you from wherever we are tomorrow. Bye.